Hey guys, it is Brittany from Brittany Gidley Photography, and it's time to edit with us. I wanted to pick something we haven't done before, and so I wanted to pull up this family image. They're so gorgeous, they're so adorable and cute, and I just love them, and I love looking at their faces. So let's play with this image. We're shooting on 9-foot seamless paper. This is just the bright white, and I love the look of it with a white flocati rug. It's just so casual and beautiful and timeless. So a couple things we can do. First of all, let's just make a couple general adjustments. Boop. This is how we started. I'm going to pull up the shadows just a hair on them. And because I'm shooting with a 35 millimeter, I'm going to go to lens corrections and enable profile corrections. And that's going to flatten everybody out and make sure there's no distortion. Perfect. That's actually all I'm going to do in Lightroom. Let's head over to Photoshop because the majority of what we're going to do is going to happen there. So there's a couple options with this. Obviously, we could crop the image down, which would be perfectly fine. Crop it down, maybe just to like fit them all in, cut off a foot or two. But if you don't want to crop them down, I want to talk about what to do if they were blowing this up really huge in their home or wanted some space around there, how to extend out that background. So you know what I always say, work on a duplicate layer, even though I don't always work on a duplicate layer. You guys know me by now, but we're going to go ahead and duplicate our background layer. Now we're going to play. There's a couple ways to extend this background, and let's talk about just what's easy. How about that? There's a couple ways. The first way would be to grab a portion of it here. I'm going to grab a little bit of a bigger portion. Command C, Command V, so we copied and pasted. Command T to transform, and you can hold down Shift and just boo. Cool, right? Got to be careful up in here. Keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't get too distorted. So that is one way to do it, and then of course you could just make sure, because it is a square, that you're like erasing off softly. All those kinds of good things all around it. So that's one way we can do it, right? That helps. Might have to do that a couple times. Let's flatten. Let's talk about one other way to do it. All right, we're going to work on duplicate layer because that's what Brittany said to do. And we can go ahead and do my favorite method. Well, which one will we do? Okay, you could brush on the other side, right? 100% opacity. We're going to brush on the other side. We're going to make sure we keep sampling. That way we stay really, really close to what we want to do. This is a super common way to do it. Okay, that worked too. Flatten that layer. Or the third way, which is one of my very favorites, is to go ahead and select an area. This one you can't do on a duplicate layer. But select the area, click delete, make sure it says content aware, and hit OK. And I swear Photoshop just like knows what we want to do here, okay? Every once in a while you'll get a piece or part that's not that great, but 3 different ways to extend that out. It looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, let's talk about that. That's probably my favorite way to do it, although it's not always foolproof. I just love that method. We could also do cloning, which is probably the most labor intensive, but I do like to clone for all these little bits and pieces here. And one thing to make sure of is like this ruggy here, we want to make sure that the lines are straight and even and carry through. So at this point it's probably just a little bit easier. Let's work on a duplicate to just paint over. There we go. Nice soft brush. They're looking fabulous, aren't they? I'm going to polish them off with just a couple itty-bitty little things. And I'm going to go ahead and run portraiture. I love portraiture, you guys already know. Every time I'm selecting new skin tones. Cool. Give that a second to think about it. Love them, so pretty. And then I'm going to warm it up. That is from our line of actions, which isn't available quite yet. And last but not least, I'm just going to pull a little more shadow out with that curves layer, just a hair. Bingo. Got it. And there's our final, and we didn't lose anything surrounding this. And if they want to, print it as an 8 by 10 with that crop that happens, this would actually be gorgeous. So I hope that helped you guys. Thank you for editing with us, and we'll catch you next time. Talk to you soon. Bye.